Okay. I'm muting all peeps. Mute all. Okay. Taking you with me. All right, Fisher. We'll see you in like 75 minutes. You're gonna just chill. If you need any water, help yourself. You need to go to the bathroom. All good? Okay. Yes. No, I don't care. I'm not like crazy like some teachers. I know you do. I mean, I'm OCD, but in certain ways. Mildly. This is too much. Right. She's amazing, isn't she? She's the best part. She's most of the reason why people come to my classes, honestly. When she doesn't come, I get like less Venmos, like $2 less. People are like, sorry, if Ruby was there, the $2 wouldn't have come off the top. I took $2 off the top because Ruby wasn't there. Oh, Rubes. Everyone loves you. Oh, yeah. She doesn't shed, so she won't shed on your mat. Maybe an occasional hair, but that's it. All right, friends. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. It's been weird this week because, well, I think like the 2 or 3 week span of spring break where it just like switches off. Yeah, different school districts. Like I get to see some people that I don't usually, and then I lose a lot of people that I usually see. So I'm glad you guys could make it. Let's see, special announcements. I think, do you guys know Jason? Do you all know Jason? He teaches here on Thursdays as well, 5 p.m. He's very alignment based, very, would you say therapeutic? Oh, please. Jason, I've heard you talk about yourself. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's really, his classes are really workshopy, and I always learn a lot when I go to his class. I go to your class to learn, and I love learning. So, yeah, 5 o'clock if you ever want to just come over. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else importante? There is a clothing swap here on the 16th of April. So basically, any clothing you have that you no longer want, they will take it. And if you want to come to the clothing swap and look through it and take some for yourself, or if you just want to donate to it, awesome. So if you're interested, bring your old clothes. I'm going to go through my closet. 16th, yes. Anything else that I can think of? Sundays we have our rotating schedule, or rotating teacher schedule now. So 9 a.m. is a power class, 10:30 is a zen out class, so some sort of softer restorative class depending on what the teacher wants to teach. Most of the time it'll be restore, but I know Steph is doing like a Reiki type group Reiki type thing, so should be interesting. Anyways, okay, we'll just practice now. All right, so come to a comfortable seat, and I always like to kind of move my body a little bit before settling in, so maybe get your little wiggles out. You can stretch your arms up. You can roll your neck, roll your shoulders, whatever feels good. And just kind of feeling into your physical body a little bit more. And then eventually settling into stillness, settling into your seated meditation. So close your eyes. Place your hands intentionally, maybe on your thighs, maybe hands to heart, maybe even one hand to your heart space, one hand to your low belly. And then just really fully arrive here in this space. So whatever you've got going on later today, whatever happened earlier this morning, all of that for now just kind of falls away. And just notice everything that is happening in this moment. So as simple as just feeling the ground underneath your sit bones, feeling the air on your skin, the temperature, the texture of the air. Noticing sounds, smells. And then notice what's going on within you. So bring your awareness to the inside. Feel the space inside of you. Feel just the subtle rise and fall of each breath. Notice physical sensations in your body. And then also energetically, how do you feel? Emotionally, what's present? What have you brought with you to class? So we're not trying to change or fix or control anything at all. We're simply noticing, bringing in more awareness. Next time you inhale, very intentionally, just fill up as big as you can. And then when you think you are full, see if you can even sip in a little bit extra. Open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. Good. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, fill up. And imagine you can take up more space just energetically. Draw up through the crown of your head, lengthen through the back of your neck. When you're ready, let it go. Sigh it out. Ah. Good job, you guys. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Take that pause at the top. So just let this breath fill you up and circulate through. Exhale when you're ready. Let it go. Ah. Seal your lips now and begin to cultivate your ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose, gentle constriction in the back of your throat. So see if you can start to not only feel your breath as it moves through you, but also hear your breath. Create that oceanic sound or that gentle whisper noise with your breath and follow it with your awareness. So you can stay here as long as you would like. This is your Thursday morning seated meditation. When you are ready to move, you can start from your seat if you want to, just little movements, maybe bigger movements from your seat. Eventually, we'll meet on hands and knees and just explore from there. So no rush. Tabletop position is our eventual destination, and you can just move in whatever way feels good. So you guys are used to this intuitive movement if you come to my class ever. So just cat cows if that's what feels good, or you can even sit back into a child's pose, rest there, breathe there. You can circle your hips all the way around. So get really instinctual, just feeling into your body from the inside, maybe even close your eyes. So let this be something you feel your way through rather than thinking your way through. You want to move into your wrists, stretch into your forearms. Maybe you spin your fingers out to the sides or back toward your knees, or you can even flip your palms up. So a million ways to move and explore from this position. Use your breath to guide your movement and notice what feels really good today, what feels really strong, what feels open, and then what feels sore, what feels tight, what feels tender. So just kind of taking an inventory, bringing in a deeper awareness of how you are. No rush. Somewhere in your next 3 to 5 breaths, downward facing dog. So find your way back in your own time and even in your own way. So if you want to move through a vinyasa, if you want to take a hovering tabletop, cover your knees and then slowly lift your hips. Lots of ways to transition. So no hurry. Downward facing dog is where we will all end up. Take your time. Big, spacious breaths. Good, you guys. And then once you're back in your down dog, do pretty much the same thing. Just explore it. Move around a little bit. Pedal out your heels. Shift your weight from side to side. Maybe windshield wiper your heels from side to side. Maybe you even want to stretch one leg up and then the other. So really bring some deep awareness into your down dog. See if you can feel into the length from your fingertips up to your sit bones. Spread your fingers really wide and push the ground away with your fingertips. Find space through your shoulders. Find length in your side bodies. Like I always talk about, that invisible rope that's attached to your belly button. Imagine it's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So you have this lift that comes from your center, takes weight out of your upper body. Use your breath to support you. So each inhale creates a sense of lightness or buoyancy. Each exhale plugs you into your intrinsic strength. So see if you can feel that navel to spine connection at the end, at the bottom of each exhalation. You guys look awesome. Nice poses. Take one more round of breath. And then at the end of your exhalation, just slowly crawl your hands to the back of your yoga mat until you find yourself in a forward fold. So eventually all the weight will come into your feet. I would say feet about hips width distance apart or maybe a little bit wider. All 10 toes face forward. And you choose. You can take ragdoll if you'd like, grab opposite elbows. You can bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck some traction. Maybe a little sway or a little bob. So notice where you're holding the weight in your feet. Try not to lock out your knees and rock back into your heels, but rather bend your knees a little or even a lot. Weight forward in your feet, so more so in your toes and the balls of your feet. And then focus on lifting your sit bones up high. Each time you draw navel to spine, you dive just a little bit deeper, fold just a little bit further. Good, you guys. Big spacious breaths. Take one more. End of your exhale, release your arms if you're holding them. And then slow as you can, vertebra by vertebra, roll up. So let your arms and your head hang heavy. At the very, very top, your head stacks up. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. You can take a few rolls if you'd like. Eventually, shoulders roll back and down, palms open. So just close your eyes and stand here in your mountain pose, rooted through your feet, drawing up through the crown of your head. Broad through your shoulders and your collarbones, neutral through your spine and your pelvis. So feel from the inside what it feels like to stand with intention and attention. Feel your breath move through all the little tiny spaces. Next time you breathe in, stay as you are, but breathe in as big as you can. Grow taller. Draw up through the crown of your head. Big open mouth sigh. Let it go. Ha. Ujjayi. Flow. Inhale, reach up and stretch. High mountain. Exhale, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart. Slow swan dive down, forward fold. Nice, you guys. As you inhale, find a halfway lift position. So spine parallel to the ground. Get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, bow and fold. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, rise up, reverse swan dive. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Nice, Lisa. Exhale, hands to heart center. Moving with your breath. Inhale, reach. See if you can take the entire length of your exhalation to dive down. So stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, then let it all go. Nice work, friends. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Exhale, fold, bow, empty out. Press into your feet, heart leads, rise up. Inhale, stretch tall. Nice, CC. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, inhale, take your arms to the sky, and then pause here. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, upper body over to the right as you shift your hips to the left. So more weight in your left foot. Press into the inner edge of your left foot, and sometimes I even like to reach my right tiptoes out to the right. Keep your left shoulder plugged in, so pull it back and down, and then tug with your right arm, but resist with your left arm. Breathe into your left rib cage, your left waistline. Yeah, nice, you guys. Take one more big, spacious breath. Awesome, Christine. With your next inhale, bring it back to center. Switch your grip, so grab your right wrist, and then up and over towards the windows, hips towards the door. So think of a crescent moon shape. Press into your right foot, inner edge especially. Maybe reach your left tiptoes out to the left. Right shoulder plugged in. Breathe into the space between your right ribs. Breathe into your right waistline. Yes, beautiful poses. One more round. Nice, Jason. As you inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades hug your spine. And if you want more, press your palms together. Steeple your index fingers towards the ground. Imagine your elbows are magnetized and try to squeeze your elbows towards each other. Try not to lock out your elbows as you start to reach your hands back. And then maybe add a little baby back bend. So heart lifts up, knuckles reach down, hug in with your inner thighs, press your hips gently forward. Take one more huge inhale into the front of your heart. Good. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Hang out here with your fingers interlaced. If you're pressing your palms and that's too much, you can let them come apart, totally fine. If it's helpful, bend your knees more or take your feet out a little wider. See if you can let your neck relax. So crown towards the ground, sit bones towards the sky. Soften your face. Yes, nice work. One more big inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your low back, then release your clasp. Nice and easy. Let your arms come down and dangle. Maybe give them a little shake out. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position. And then plant your fingertips or your palms and start to crawl forward. So bear crawl your way to the top of your mat, plank position. Shoulders over wrists, hips level with your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide and push the ground away. Start to take just little baby rocks forward and back. So almost like you're sawing through wood with your body or even cutting through a loaf of bread, just little rocks. Next time you inhale, little rock forwards, you're on your tippy toes or knees can come down to modify. Exhale, lower halfway. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push back up, high plank position. Do that one more time. Little rock forward, lower halfway. Hold until you're empty in your breath. Inhale, push back up. Nice and neat. Exhale, slow as you can go all the way to your belly. Very good, you guys. Spider-Man Cobra. So bring your hands out wide. Lift to your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your chest. Press down through your pelvis and your shoelaces. Exhale, twist to your right and dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, come back to center. Lift your heart. Tone through your low belly. Exhale, other side, twist. Right shoulder dips. Nice. Inhale, back to center. Go one more time each direction. Just move with your breath. Move at your pace. Feel into your shoulders. into your front body, back body, side bodies. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold there for as long as you want to, as long as you'd like. Downward facing dog, however you want to transition. We'll meet there, and you've got a few deep breaths. Good job, you guys. So back in your down dog, any little bits of exploration you want to take, physical exploration, or maybe you just explore those little teeny tiny adjustments on the inside. So the ones I probably can't see if I'm looking at you, but you feel them. So what does it feel like if you just press down more firmly into your thumbs and index fingers? What does it feel like if you pick up your toes and try to spread them apart? What does it feel like if you bend your knees more? So the littlest adjustments sometimes completely change what you're feeling. It changes the pose, what you feel inside, what you're getting out of it. So explore it. Stay curious. In this moment, right here, right now, how does this pose feel in your body, and how can you adjust to be more skillful, more efficient? Where is your breath? Is it big and spacious? Take one more inhale, maybe lift your sit bones just a tiny bit higher, push the ground away. And then as you exhale, this time gaze to the top of your yoga mat, empty out, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Once you have arrived, find your halfway lift position. So crown reaches forward, tops of thighs, press back, sit bones broaden. Exhale, bow, let it go. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, building our flow. Inhale, reach your arms up. Grab your left wrist. Exhale, side body stretch up and over to the right. You can absolutely stick with this variation or option to add some legs. So if you would like, your left tiptoes step off the right side of your yoga mat, bend your knees, and then pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Gently tug on your left wrist, but resist. Breathe into your left side. One more round. Inhale back to center. Switch your grip. And then exhale, other side. If you know you want to add the legs, you can do it here. So right toes step off the left side of your mat. It's almost like a diagonal lunge or a curtsy squat is what I usually call it. Left hip pulls back, right hip forward. And then lengthen through your right side. So work that length. Yeah, good. Awesome, you guys. Breathe into your right side. One more full breath. Nice, Lisa. Next time you inhale, bring it back to center, arms reach. And then as you exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees, sit back, swing your arms back, keep your heart lifted. So you're not rounding and looking down at the ground. You're lifting your heart, shoulder blades hug your spine, and back muscles hug your spine. You can stay right here, weight in your heels, or balance challenge, rock forward, lift to your tiptoes. So get as high as you can. Yeah, and now you can bend your knees even more, get even lower in your legs. Awesome job, you guys. Take one more round. Good, heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana. So rise up and open up, cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze. And as you exhale, I like to bring my hands to my third eye. Slow dive down. So however you want to take it all the way down, forward fold. Breathe into your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you would like, or skip it completely. Good. We'll see you back in downward facing dog. Slow, steady Ujjayi breath. All right, friends, from your down dog, next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky. For this one, hips square, inner thighs face each other. And sometimes it helps me to bend my left knee and lift up to the ball of my left foot. Sometimes I like to press my left heel towards the ground and work the length in the back of my left leg. So again, stay curious, explore a little bit. Press up with your right foot, strong through your right leg, press down through your hands, and then feel that invisible rope pulling up and back on your belly button. Take one more big, huge inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So curl in, hollow out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. See if you can lift a little higher through your waistline. And then exhale, step your right foot forward, low lunge. Give yourself a few rounds of breath, 3 to 5, to just kind of move through your legs in your own way to stretch. So you can bring your back knee down, work your front leg towards straight. You can open your front hip. It can be as simple as just closing your eyes, putting your awareness in your legs, and simply breathing and feeling and noticing. And then we'll meet up in crescent lunge. So rise up in your next couple rounds or so. Nice and knee. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. You guys look so good. Find stability by hugging towards midline. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. Your legs are your powerful foundation. And then your upper body is your unique expression. So lift through your heart, reach through your fingertips. Maybe you gaze up. And then I keep saying this in my classes, maybe you smile a little bit. I've been trying to smile more in my practice, take myself less seriously. Take one more big inhale, reach up high. And then as you exhale, we're gonna twist to the right side of the room. So left arm forward, right arm back, bend your back knee to a hover. If you wanna modify your back knee, can always come down. Otherwise, back knee is lifted, and try to pull your back thigh forward. Try to pull your front hip back. Twist from your center, broaden through your shoulders. If you wanna challenge, see if you can gaze back over your right fingertips. Yeah, take one more round. Use your exhale to work your twist. Now listen, end of your exhale, bring your right forearm across your low back. Square your shoulders towards the front of the room. Reach your left arm up and then create a little back bend. So exalted warrior variation. Lift your heart up, tone your low belly. Keep your legs strong. Back knee can be bent or straight, whatever feels best for you. Take one more big inhale. Reach through your left fingertips. Now listen, exhale, left hand to the ground, right arm to the sky. So revolve lunge, right arm reaches up. You're still in a twist. Back leg strong and powerful. So back leg straight, strong, powerful, or back knee can come down to modify. Imagine you're trying to pull your right hip towards the back wall, but at the same time, your right knee is magnetized to your left elbow. Yeah, good. You guys take 2 more rounds. If there's a variation you want to move into, feel free. Big, deep breaths. Nice work. Very end of your next exhalation, let it go, unwind. Bring your hands all the way over the left side of your yoga mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Pause here for a moment. Root through your feet. Engage through your core and see if you can reach your arms out to both sides like you have big wings. So palms face the ground, and then press your arms up. At the same time as you're pressing your arms up towards the ceiling, press your chest down towards the earth. Feel your back muscles fire. Stick your butt out behind you, reach the top of your head forward, so lengthen in every direction. One more big inhale. Exhale, let it go. So wide-legged forward fold, or anywhere else you want to take this. You're welcome to explore if you would like. Breath comes with you, slow, steady, powerful. Notice whatever there is to notice, feel whatever there is to feel, and make those little tiny adjustments to get more out of it for you today. All right, friends. Next time you breathe in, come to a halfway lift position. This time, just keep your fingertips on the ground. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Rotate your toes to face forward. Root into your right foot. Left leg floats up. So standing splits, or just think of it as a one-legged forward fold. So right foot roots down, left leg lifts high. You can stay where you're at. Maybe you want to wrap one arm behind your leg. Maybe you want to play with some handstand hops. Maybe you want to open your hips up, take a half moon. So however you want to explore this posture, or just be where you're at, work it with your breath. Take about 2 or 3 more. Good, nice job, you guys. If you're holding standing splits, feel that lift from your center. So that rope, it's pulling straight up. See if you can soften through your face. Nice work, friends. Take one more big inhale. Maybe lift your left leg higher. Maybe take one last little hop. Exhale, step your left foot down at the top of your mat. So forward fold. You can give your right leg a little shake out if you want, or kind of pedal out your heels. Move your hips side to side. Bring your big toes to touch. Little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl. So tiny little potato bug ball. Bring your butt towards the ground. Bring your nose towards your knees. And you can either intentionally lift your heels high. That'll work the strength in your ankles. Or intentionally press your heels down. That'll work the flexibility. Option to wrap your arms around the fronts of your shins and squeeze if you would like. I can't always take my hands off the ground, so I just cross my wrists in front of me. And then I squeeze in, curl in, so get as compact as you can as you exhale. Breathe into your back ribs and feel the stretch there as you inhale. Take one more deep breath. Good job. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position. So heels down, spine parallel to the ground, like you're gazing over the edge of a diving board. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you would like, or skip it all together. See you back in down dog. Good. Slow, spacious breaths. All right. From your dog pose, next inhale, left leg extends back and up. So try to keep your hips square, inner thighs face each other. Good adjustment, Sydney. And then you can explore bending your right knee, lifting to your right tiptoes, almost like you could pounce forward. Then pressing your right heel down, stretching through the back of your right leg. Do you feel when you collapse? So do you feel when you're engaged and when you're just kind of collapsing into the pose? Start to explore that. Breathe all the way up into your left toes. See if you can make your left leg more powerful. So I always imagine that I'm karate kicking with my left leg, and then push down through your fingertips. One more big inhale. Awesome, you guys. Nice, Christine. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, round your spine. Stay here, breathe in. Exhale, step forward, low lunge. And then take a moment, just moving your legs, exploring. Do what you did on the other side or do something totally different. Nice work, guys. When you're ready, next couple rounds, crescent lunge, rise up and settle in. Find stability. Nice, Lisa. So front knee over front ankle. High on the ball of your back foot, so both hips face directly forward. Front hip pulls back hip pulls forward, so you're plugging the femur bones in. Little tone through your lowest, deepest abdominals. And as you feel that, see if you can lengthen your spine more, lift your heart higher. Reach through your fingertips. One more big inhale. Exhale, twist towards the window. So right arm forward, left arm back. Bend your back knee to a hover. And then see if you can broaden through your shoulders. Pull your front hip back, back thigh forward, maybe gaze back over your left fingertips, maybe get just a little lower in your legs. Take one more round, work your twist as you exhale. Inhale, bring your left forearm across your low back, square your shoulders towards the front of the room, reach your right fingertips up, and then maybe work a back bend. So lift your heart up, curl open. Back knee can stay bent, or if you like it straight, if it feels okay in your low back, awesome. So your fullest expression, one more big inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Stay in your twist, left arm to the sky. So open through the left side of your heart. If there's a variation you want to work into, go for it. Pull your left hip back. Imagine your left knee is magnetized to your right armpit, and then feel that twist right underneath your rib cage. Breathe all the way down. So that ringing out as you exhale. Nice job. One last round. Good, everyone. End of your exhalation. Let it go. Wide-legged straddle. So hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Find your halfway lift. And then see if you can reach your arms out to both sides. If you want to get crazy, see if you can reach your arms forward, almost like you're in warrior 3, but make sure your back doesn't round, so nice and long through your spine. Press your arms up, press your chest down, back of your neck long. One more inhale. Good. Exhale, release, fold. So hang out here for a few breaths, move around if you want. See if you can stay here. So rather than starting to think about what you're doing later today, stay here, stay on your mat, stay in your body. Notice, feel, observe. Slow, deep breath. Good job, everybody. Last couple rounds. Feel free to exhale out your mouth anytime. So just a rinse, a cleanse, a letting go. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position, fingertips just on the ground. And then spider crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, standing split. So left foot roots, float your right leg up. Think of it as just a one-legged forward fold. So I don't care how high your right leg goes, but make sure there's energy running all the way up into your right toes. Play with your balance if you want, play with your handstand hops if you like, play with opening up your hips, half moon. About 2 or 3 more breaths, just feeling into your posture, working it with your breath, with your awareness. You fall out, no big deal. Come back in when you're ready. One more big inhale. See if you can lift your right toes a millimeter higher, spread them out. And then exhale, set your right foot down top of your yoga mat. Give your left leg a little shake out if it needs it. Big toes touch, little gap in between your heels. Tiny little potato bug ball, tuck and curl. So heels down or heels lifted. Do what you did before. Try something different. Totally up to you. Breathe into your back body. Get nice and compact as you exhale. Find emptiness. Find your very, very center. One more round. Inhale, halfway lift position. So heels down, spine long. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise up. Arms to the sky. Breathe in, stretch tall. Maybe a little tiny back bend. Open up through the front of your hips. Exhale, hands to your heart. Breath to movement. We will flow. So inhale, reach up. Grab your left wrist, side body stretch to the right. You can add the legs if you want to. Inhale back through center, switch your grip. Other side, exhale up and over. Add legs if you'd like, not if you don't like. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So bend your knees, swing your arms back, maybe float to tiptoes. Heart stays lifted. Inhale, arcing Tadasana. So heels down, cactus your arms, lift your heart, maybe back bend. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Exhale, perhaps prayer hands at your third eye center. Slow swan dive down. Good, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower down. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders down and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky, stretch it out, powerful and strong. Use your core. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your yoga mat, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, strong legs, rise. Turbo twist to the right. So exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends, maybe even gaze back. Inhale, exalted, right forearm behind you, square off your shoulders, reach up and back. Exhale, bring your left hand to the earth. Inhale, right arm to the sky. And exhale, unwind, walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat, parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Halfway lift on your inhale, maybe add your big wingspan, reach out to both sides. Exhale, work your fold. So bow deeply, empty all the way out, navel to spine. Inhale, come back up to your halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Inhale, standing splits. Take a hop if you want to. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, get small. Breathe in, spinal extension, heels down, spine long. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa your way, or skip it. Straight back to down dog if you'd rather. Good, you guys. Nice work. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Now use your core strength to slowly and softly step your left foot through. Nice work. Rise, crescent lunge, strong through your legs. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Turbo twist towards the windows, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends to a hover. Good. Left forearm behind you, square off your shoulders. Inhale, exalted, reach up, reach back. Keep a tone in your low belly. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Left arm to the sky with your in-breath. Open up through the left side of your heart. Exhale, unwind. Walk your hands to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Halfway lift with your arms if you'd like. Breathe in. And then exhale, empty out and work your fold. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Halfway lift, fingertips down. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, standing splits as you breathe in. Right leg floats high. Good. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. All right, friends, pause here for a moment. And we're going to move into a toe stand. So if you want to stay in your potato bug ball, that's fine. Otherwise, hug in with your inner heels, hug in with your inner thighs, point your knees forward, bring your hands to your heart center. So balancing on your tiptoes. Lengthen your spine. Draw up through the crown of your head, soften your face. Keep hugging in. So that hug towards midline is going to help you balance. Slow, deep breaths. Take one more. All right, halfway lift position, heels down, spine long. Exhale, fold, let it go. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Arms reach, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time through our flow, like a moving meditation. Inhale, reach. Side body stretch to the right. Add the legs if you want to. You do not have to. Inhale through center. Other side. As you exhale, up and over. Inhale, high mountain. Chair, plane, or drinking bird. So bend your knees, arms swing back. See if you can keep that lift in your heart. Maybe you're up on your tiptoes. Nice. Inhale, arcing Tadasana. Rise up, open up, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Beautiful, friends. And then take your dive down, forward fold. Beautiful. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog, shoulders down away from your ears. Exhale, Down Dog. All right, listen here. Inhale, take your right leg high. Stay here if you want, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. So use your oblique strength and as close as you can. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Exhale, right to right. Aim for your armpit. Maybe even add a little push up. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale, three-legged dog. Now, everybody exhale, knee to your nose. Step through low lunge. Crescent lunge. Breathe in and rise. Turbo twist as you exhale. Bend your back knee. Left arm forward, right arm back. Right forearm behind you, exalted variation. So inhale, reach up, reach back. Heart nice and open. Exhale, left hand to the ground. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Maybe you follow with your gaze, gaze up. Exhale, unwind. Hands over to the left side of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. Now listen here, pause. Fingertips on the ground. If you would like, we're gonna move into Skandasana towards the back of our mat. So you can just start walking your hands back and bend your left knee. Maybe that's where you stay. Otherwise, left toes pivot towards the back of your mat. Butt comes down as your right toes pivot up towards the sky. Flex your right toes and imagine your heels are magnetized. So energetically pull them together. If you wanna add some arms, go for it. So holding here for about 2 or 3 rounds. Good. Thanks, Christine. Flex your right toes back and active. One more great big breath. Good job. Next time you inhale, back to a halfway lift position with nice long legs. So halfway lift, your wide-legged straddle. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes forward. Standing splits, breathe in, left leg floats up. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, get small. Halfway lift, heels down, spine long. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, or skip it. We will see you back in downward facing dog. Stick with me, you're almost there. Inhale your left leg to the sky. You can hold here or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Good, inhale, three-legged, nice CC. Exhale, left to left, as high as you can get on your left arm. Add the push-up if you want it. Inhale, back up. Thanks, Jason. Exhale, everybody knee to your nose and then step forward, low lunge. Crescent lunge, breathe in and rise, heart high. Exhale, turbo twist, right arm forward, left arm back, bend your back knee. Left forearm behind you, exalted, breathe in. Reach up, reach back, open up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Left arm to the sky, inhale. And exhale, unwind. So hands over to the right long edge. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs, halfway lift. Now moving into Skandasana, start to walk your hands back, start to bend your back knee. You can stay here if you want to, otherwise right toes towards the back edge, left toes simultaneously rotate up as your butt comes down. So if possible, right heel stays on the ground. Yeah. Flex through your left toes and then energetically try to pull your heels towards each other. Maybe add some arms, maybe explore with your arms. If you feel like you can't get your heel to the ground, most of the time it's an adjustment of your pelvis and your hips. So you can just kind of play around. Make sure your left toes are pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Good job, friends. One last breath. On an inhale, back to center. So legs long and spine long. Back into our flow. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate toes forward. Inhale, standing splits, right leg floats. Take a hop if you want. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Stay in your potato bug ball, or option to move into toe stand. From toe stand, if you want to play with crow pose, option to play. So if you're feeling it, hands to the ground, walk your knees as far up as you can on your triceps, lift through your waistline, and then start to lean forward, making a little shelf with your arms, your chaturanga arms. Lift through your waistline, navel to spine. Good, you guys. Awesome job. And then when you, as James would say, when the love is lost, you can make your way back into a child's pose, however you want to get there. So you can jump back if that's in your practice or if you're working on it. Otherwise, step back, move through a vinyasa if you want. Eventually just resting in your child's pose or even an embryo pose. You can reach your hands back to grab your heels or just let your palms face the sky. You teach me like the foundational stuff. I teach you like the hip stuff. All right, friends. So come back to your breath, almost like it's the very beginning of our practice again. So notice the ground underneath you. Notice the space around you, the space within you. You just feel all that energy inside of you that we've stirred up. So it's always there. It's just harder to notice. Maybe give yourself a couple big open mouth sighs. Come back to your ujjayi. Feel it, hear it. And then as you're ready, next couple of rounds, downward facing dog. All right. From your down dog, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then without shifting through your hands, your wrists, your shoulders, peel your right hip open. So bend your right knee, reach your right knee out and up. Yeah, so feel it coming from your right hip joint rather than from your shoulder girdle. Take one more big inhale. See if you can lift your left knee a little bit higher. Exhale, right knee to your nose, and then step forward, low lunge. All right, this time we're gonna move into a warrior one, which I hardly ever teach. So back heel pivots down, and I like to bring my feet onto 2 train tracks personally. Rise up when you're ready, Virabhadrasana 1. So your back foot is at about a 30-degree angle. Think of pulling front hip back, back hip forward. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, just bring your right hand down to your right hip, straighten your right leg, and really pull your right hip back. So I put my hand at the crease of my hip and just literally push it back. We're moving into a revolved triangle. So you want to keep pulling your right hip back, hinge at your hips, almost like you're throwing a football towards the front right corner of the room. Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. And then left hand to the outside of your right foot. Eventually right arm to the sky. If having your hand on the outside of your foot is too much, keep it on the inside. If having your back heel on the ground is too much, pivot up to the ball of your back foot. Work your front leg as straight as you can by lifting through your right butt cheek and pressing back through the very, very, very top of your right thigh. Yes, awesome, Lisa. Twist from your center. So each exhale, there's your opportunity, there's your invitation. Twist a little bit deeper. Take one more round, your fullest expression. Awesome job, you guys. Nice poses. End of your exhale, unwind. Bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. Come up to the ball of your back foot, low lunge. Walk your right foot out wide. I even like to bring my right foot off my mat sometimes. Back knee can stay lifted or back knee can come down. And then start to lower your upper body towards the ground without collapsing over to the left. So it's gonna be super tempting to just kind of collapse over to the left, fall asleep there. Try to encourage your weight to the right. Good, you can pivot your right toes out to the right. You can roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Just keep your ankle nice and strong. And then big, deep breaths. Notice where you tense up. Notice where you resist. Allow yourself with each breath to just soften a little bit. You're not here to get more and more resistant, more and more tight. You're here to loosen, to soften, to let go. Soften through your outer shell. I always like to imagine too, what if I could soften through my heart? What would that feel like? Take about 3 more. Allowing yourself to just sit in sensation, sit with discomfort, and take big, deep breaths. Tell your body it's okay, you're safe, you don't have to freak out. You can be calm and relaxed at the same time, focused and alert. Take one last round. Some of you might be able to make this transition on your forearms. We're gonna move into a forearm plank pose. So if you want, you can come back up to your hands, start to work your right leg back. Forearm plank, everybody. So however you wanna get there, elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, especially in the thumbs and index. Start to walk your toes towards your elbows, come into dolphin pose. That invisible rope is pulling up on your belly button, so lift, lift, lift. Try not to let your elbows drift apart. Try not to let your head get close to the ground, so keep pressing down through the belly of your forearm. Stay here or take your right leg to the sky. Stay here or using your left leg as a little springboard, play with some hops. So you never have to arrive anywhere, but play with taking your feet off the ground. Just see how it feels, even just for a millisecond. 2 more rounds, you're almost there, I know. Open mouth size if you need them. Good job, nice Lisa. Awesome, Jason. End of your next exhale, friends. Let it all go. So knees can come down, child's pose, embryo pose, or even hero's pose, just seated meditation if you want it. Slow, steady breaths. Noticing, feeling, observing. Just being with you. Being intimate with you. So noticing what's going on inside, connecting with deeper parts of yourself. Even notice where your thoughts go. Without attachment, you're just noticing, observing. In your next couple of breaths, downward facing dog. All right, from your dog pose, inhale your left leg high. And then peel when you're ready. Peel your left hip open. Try not to move through hands or shoulders. So make it come from your left hip. Bend your left knee. And imagine you got a rolled up washcloth behind your left knee. You're trying to squeeze it and wring it out. Flex through your left toes. So really active through your left foot. Squeeze your outer left butt cheek and see if you can lift your left knee higher. Press down through both hands, all 10 fingertips. One more inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly and then step your left foot forward. Warrior one stance. I know, I hate warrior one. I honestly, sometimes I'm like, I don't even know why it exists. All right, but I'm teaching it. So back heel down and then rise. You can adjust if you want at any time. You can bring your back heel off the ground. All right, so warrior one stance, left heel pulls back, right hip pulls forward. So intend on squaring off your hips. Left hand comes to your left hip. I like it right in the crease in front of my hip. Start to straighten your left leg. And as you work your left hip back, your left butt cheek back, hinge at your hips, almost like you're throwing a football towards the front left corner of the room. Reach, 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 reach. Twist, twist, twist. And eventually left arm to the sky. If you want to adjust through your back foot, if you need to adjust in any way, shape, or form, if you need to come into it in a different way, that's fine with me. For me, this is one of the most awkward, uncomfortable poses. So just be with that. Breathe into that. Nice CC. Try to keep pressing through the inner edge of your left foot. Pull your left hip up and back. Twist from your center. Yes, awesome, you guys. One more round. Fullest expression. Nice, Christine. End of your exhalation. Let it go. Low lunge. So bend your front knee. Hands to the inside of your left foot. You're on the ball of your back foot now. Walk your left foot out nice and wide. Back knee can stay lifted or come down. Start to lower your upper body towards the ground. Slow, deep breath. Try not to collapse over to the right side. So most of your weight. If you're coming down onto your forearms, try to put more weight in your left forearm. You want to spin your left toes out to the left. Good. Or even pivot to the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Feel free. Keep your ankle nice and strong. So allow discomfort to be there. This isn't supposed to be a comfortable pose. Just allow yourself to sit with it. Breathe into it, soften around it. Take about 3 more. Really nice, you guys. Soften through your face, through your forehead, your eyebrows. Unclench your jaw. One last great, big, massive breath. And if you want to, you can make the transition from your forearms. Otherwise, lift back up onto your hands, working into a forearm plank. So however you want to get there, left foot goes back, knees lift, or if you want to modify, knees can stay down. Elbows right under your shoulders, forearms parallel, spread your fingers and press especially into thumbs and index. Hug in with your upper arms, almost like there's a strap cinching around them. And then slowly, like that rope is pulling up on your belly button, lifting your hips up, start to crawl your toes in and come into your dolphin pose. So hips as high as they will go. As you lift your hips up, think of pressing your chest back towards the back wall. Keep hugging in with your upper arms. Keep pressing down through the belly of your forearms. Stay where you're at or left leg floats up. Left leg strong, powerful. Stay here if you want to play with some hops, moving towards forearm stand. You never have to arrive. It is all about the journey. So enjoy wherever you're at. Be playful. Be curious. About 2 more rounds. I know it's a lot. If you're holding, soften your face. See if you can even relax your neck. Last big inhale. Good work. Exhale. Bring your left foot down. Bring your knees down. Take a moment to rest. Child, embryo, even puppy. You can stay where you're at, or invitation to move into screaming toe pose. So just lift up to your hands and knees, curl your toes under, knees about hips width distance apart, sit back onto your heels. Don't let your heels drift apart, keep hugging them in. Hands can rest just in your lap, hands can come to your heart center. Lately, I've been enjoying bringing my arms out and then back behind me, palms face away. You can either make fists, press your fists together, take your elbows out wide, or if reverse prayer is available to you, you can work into that. Again, try not to let your elbows come forward and your back round forward. So shoulders back and down, elbows out wide. Wherever you're at, about 3 to 5 more breaths. Yeah, and if it's a lot, hands can be on the ground in front of you. Just bringing some weight into your hands. Maybe play with sitting back. Oh, make sure you can breathe your own personal edge. Soft through your face. Good job, guys. One last breath. End of your exhale, release your arms, come forward to hands and knees, untuck your toes, and give your feet a little pitter-patter tap against the ground. I also like to pick up my feet and just kind of roll out my ankles, point and flex. Downward facing dog. As you are ready, and as you move back into your down dog, feel all of that new awareness in your toes, in your feet. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose, right shin forward, set your body down gently. So take your time to set yourself up with awareness, right knee wider than your right hip, so you're getting that external rotation. Pull your right hip back, just like we did in our lunge, just like we did when we're setting up for our triangle. Right hip pulls back as your heart moves forward. So keep the femur bone plugged in. If you'd rather take this in a seat or on your back, if you know it works better for you there, that's totally fine. Good job, you guys. About 5 more. We're just teaching your body, even when you're uncomfortable, it's okay. You can relax. You're safe. So take bigger exhales. Rather than tightening, rather than resisting, soften with your exhales. So it's not a forceful, strained exhale. It's just a letting go. About 3 more. And slowly, as you're ready to start to find your way back upright, transition back into your 3-legged down dog. So right leg all the way back and up. Give it a nice little shake out. You can open your hip. You can take some circles with your right knee. You can even flip your dog as a counter pose if you want to, if that would feel good in your body. Eventually, friends, everybody meet in downward facing dog and just walk it out, pedal out your heels. You can take a vinyasa if you want to, reset. Yeah, if you want to take some cat-cows, if you want to take some hip circles, any movement that's calling to you, just kind of neutralizing. Nice job, friends. And then I will just let you in your own time Come into your pigeon pose on your left side. So you all know how to get into it. You guys are awesome and mindful. So take your time. Give yourself just as much care and tension as you set up on the left side. If you're trying to spread through your left toes, there's activation there. Left hip pulls back energetically as your heart goes forward. Slow, deep breath. You might notice how this side feels different than the other side, or maybe it feels the same as the other side. Maybe you can't tell a difference. Just taking in information, observing, not judging. Just noticing, feeling, being present with whatever it is. I'm gonna guess around 5 more breaths. Soften your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids. Soften your jaw, even let your tongue soften away from the backs of your teeth or the roof of your mouth. Just feel the rise and fall of your breath. Maybe visualize your breath moving down into your hips. And then I will leave it up to you. So stay here for as long as you want so that you feel pretty much even on both sides. And then start transitioning back one last time into your 3-legged dog. No hurry. And take whatever movement, whatever counter poses you want to on this side. You guys. So eventually finding your way back into one last down dog, just walking it out, feeling into all that space you created throughout your practice today. If a child's pose sounds better to you, you can take a child's pose instead. So just breathing into all that space, maybe lifting your hips a little higher, maybe pressing your heels just a tiny bit closer to the earth. Take one more big breath here. And then end of your exhale, just set your knees down, find your way onto your back, everybody. You can face whichever direction you'd like. Once you are on your back, just draw your knees towards your belly and gently rock from side to side for a moment. Give your low back a nice little massage against the ground. Choose an inversion, any inversion of your choice for about 5 to 10 breaths. So anything that puts your hips or your legs higher than your heart. If you're wanting a heart opener, you could take bridge or upward facing bow. You could take, if you're not wanting a heart opener, plow, shoulder stand, headstand, legs up the invisible wall, or feel free to move to the wall. Use the wall if you want to. Yeah, you can move through a couple different ones. Good, everybody. And then no rush. But when you feel complete with your inversion, just ease your way out. Take any counter poses that call to you, maybe a happy baby, maybe some windshield wipers with your knees, maybe a full body stretch. So give yourself, after your inversion, about another 5 to 10 breaths. Move through any finishing poses of your choice. Just slowly make your way into your final relaxation. So no hurry, take your time. My thought for you as you make your slow transition into your Shavasana is by Jeff Foster. It's called Walking with Joy. Sometimes we become so mesmerized by the goal, the destination, the future, the place we should be, that we forget the present ground, the place where we stand, the place from which we will take the next step, the place where life is. We forget that we are breathing now and that the journey is made only of breaths, moments. We forget our own presence, so solid, so trustworthy, so constant amidst the constant change of the journey. The destination has become more important than presence, and we have become lost in time. Joy is not a place you reach. Joy will not appear magically on the completion of your journey. Joy lives only in presence. Joy's home is now. Joy is there in every step taken or not taken. Joy is there in the sense of being alive, the belly rising and falling, the pounding of the heart. Whether you are lost or far from your destination or unsure about your next step, joy is there, walking with you, breathing down your neck, willing you on. These last few moments, just allow yourself to be fully present right here, right now. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Just begin to bring gentle movement back into your physical body. Sometimes I like to give myself a little temple massage or forehead massage. And then as you're ready, just ease your way onto either side, fetal position. Take one last moment, just resting in this nurturing pose. Just kind of curling into yourself. And I like to imagine as I lay here, my practice, just absorbing into all the little spaces inside of me. Anything that came through for you today, just let it sink in. Using the strength in your arms, keep your body super relaxed and just start to guide yourself up into your seated meditation. So right back where we began. So sitting up nice and tall. Close your eyes and gather your hands to your heart. And just bow your head to your heart. Acknowledge yourself for being here, for showing up, taking time to go in and connect with a deeper part of you. Thank you so, so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends, thank you so, so much. If you have questions, you can always ask. Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Thank you, honey. Love you.
Bye.